Lions up against the Waratahs, folks. This is the second game for me to kind of rewatch, which was played last night. 21-10. Apologies for the delay. Had to sleep. But yeah, the Lions made to work for it against the Waratahs. They had the lion's share. That's something that wasn't planned. Of the possession of the territory. But just the 3 tries to 2. The scrum was dominant from the Lions. But geez, their restarts still need a bit of work, and Charlie Gamble is probably man of the match because the dude was quite incredible on his defensive shift from the Tars. If not for the TMO, he gets himself on the board as well, but hey, it's a pleasing one to at least see one of these prep games against the Super Rugby side, which was a bit closer than the 50-point drubbings we've seen in the first 2 against the Force and the Reds. And remember, the Tars, by no means the best Super Rugby team of the Aussie ones. They were the 3rd of 4 teams, but they were genuinely a lot better at home than on the road, and maybe that proved the case here. Good crowd as well, really sold out and boisterous crowd, especially when their team got some maul defense going. The crowd loved that. It takes 10 minutes, but the Lions do get themselves on the board. Hugh Jones is certainly putting his hand up for test selection with the way he's been going. And the scrum was getting on top of old Tani Alatupo, who was conceding a fair few penalties at scrum time. With that penalty advantage, line out maul, spread the ball, and then Hugh Jones with the pace to go over. 7 points to 0. And the Waratahs just keep conceding penalties. But as I said, their maul defense held, and the crowd loved it. And I loved the fact that the crowd loves a bit of good maul defense. There's a few times when the Lions had opportunities. They opted for like the dinking kick through from Alex Mitchell. I thought maybe keep ball in hand. They were trying to exploit a bit of space in the backfield, but it wasn't quite paying off in this game. And then Charlie Gamble starts getting involved with the breakdown, wins penalties there, gets the Waratahs up the other end of the field. The Lions actually go under a bit of pressure. Yellow card warning for them for conceding too many penalties. And then it looks like Charlie Gamble's got himself a try from a well-set maul, but it gets TMO'd for a bit of obstruction. So gutted for him because he had a really good game, but by no means the only try which got chalked off in this one. The Lions did get one in reply. Hugh Jones again. It's attacking line-out play, not the maul this time. So they kind of keep the Tars guys in 2 minds. I do like it when teams vary it up at attacking line-out time. They go wide left, shift back right. Jones over, 14 points to 0. Starting to look pretty comfortable for the Lions, but their restart, honestly, continues to be an issue. Just can the Lions just get straight, accept the kickoff, set for a kick and return exit? I don't know. Seemingly not. Because like they fumbled the ball around. Alex Mitchell had to box kick it from like basically his own goal area because they had fumbled the thing. And they had it run straight back at them from old Darby Lancaster. He's able to score a try out wide, unconverted, but 14 points to 5. That is the halftime score for this one. So still kind of game on for the Tars, and then even more game on when the second half starts and Ethan Dobbins is able to go over. Jeez, my kids are loud. Conversion hits the post, but that's 14 points to 10. Lions almost had the perfect reply with old Josh van der Fleer, who almost went over in the corner, but sadly for him, just lost the ball forward. Scrum advantage, though, for the Lions. They keep dominating in that area of the game. Eventually, they go for the line-out again. Maul and Mitchell is able to snipe. So, man, if the Waratahs had their scrum operating a bit better, who knows with this one, if they'd have been able to kind of shut down those initial opportunities that the Lions kept kicking for touch with. But, hey, it is what it is. Gamble, more D-work. Mitchell kicks a 50-22. Genge looks to have scored a try, but he's just lost it forward over the line from another maul. And, they got another maul going at 75 minutes, but again, pinged for obstruction. So they were going for the old mauls, the Lions, in this one. But, on another day, they probably get more tries, to be honest. Like, if you're looking at the stats, possession 61-39, territory 70-30. The knock-ons, there were 13 of them for the Lions. If they handled the ball a bit better, they had 9 line breaks to 3. They probably should have won this game by a bit more. But as I said, you do need to give credit to that Tars defense. They made a fair few, and like Fergus Lee Warner, 15 from 16. Charlie Gamble, 12 from 12, plus 4 turnovers won. Quite unbelievable from him. Josh van der Fleer was 17 from 17 for the Lions. The next best Lions defender made 10 tackles, so big defensive shift from him. Alex Mitchell, 8 defenders beaten. Tani Alatupo, 4 penalties conceded is a bit too high. Why was Duhan van der Merwe in the 20 jumper and Jack Morgan in 21? I missed that. I don't understand. Usually it would be the other way around with the back in the 21 jumper and the forward in the 20. But anyway, I'm off to watch some more rugby. Sorry, this one's a wee bit brief. But yeah, the Waratahs gave a better account of themselves than I think many were expecting. But honestly, the Lions should have had more points, if not for Charlie Gamble's efforts, if not for a couple of chalked off tries and whatnot. But yeah, the tour goes on. You guys let us know your thoughts on the game. Is anyone putting their hands up for you? I mean, as I said, the Lions scrum was going good. And Hugh Jones seems to be looking the business. But anyway, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.